weird, and I'm in no mood for your job. Do you hear me?
Man, I'm not playing. Get out of here or I'm kicking your ethereal ass.
Ethereal? I don't even know what that means.
Welcome back to Gear Chat. Welcome back to Gear Chat University. Ding. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You. Every week I tune in to Gear Chat. You. Shout out, John. Welcome to Gear Chat University. Welcome back to Gear Chat University. I am the El Capitan. Check it out, man. Gear Chat University, people. It goes a little something like this. Hit it. So, the first thing I want to talk about is actually, before we get into some gear, I just want to talk about something I just really found out about, but I just want to sit here and rap a taste. No more DJing, streaming, basically, as of October 1st on Facebook. And so I just, I kind of wanted to just talk about that for a second before we really go into anything else. Okay, how do I start off? Basically, they're saying no more streaming. So my thought is this: what's the big deal? Like, all right, so the first thing is, well, people aren't getting paid, okay, for their songs, right? But my thought is, you know, so even if I'm an artist and someone's DJing playing my music and I don't get any money for it, but them playing my music is marketing. So they're promoting me and I'm not paying them to do it. So I feel like, you know, when a DJ plays your music or plays music, it is, you know, advertising and marketing. So, which is why people pay DJs to play their music. But it sounds like now, I don't know if the music business is struggling so bad because they're used to that old money and things are changing and people are cutting out the middleman and going straight to consumer. They're trying to figure out a way to get that money back and they just can't stand it. And so they want to, before the DJ was a tool used by the music company, now it seems like they want to control the DJ. So I'm like, and maybe I'm looking at this all wrong, but it doesn't make any sense that, like, I don't want to sit here and listen to a DJ play one artist or like, I don't want to walk in and I'm sorry, I don't care how great anybody is, but I don't want to walk into a party, I guess, and listen to like Rock Nation. I don't want to come in and listen to a Rock Nation DJ that's only going to play Rock Nation music, or a DJ approved by an artist, so they're only going to play that artist's music. That's not even how the DJing, like the total purpose of it and the whole culture of DJing will be completely ruined if I can't mash up and blend. Like, that's the whole point, blending in and hearing songs you ain't supposed to hear together, and having Wu-Tang, having Old Dirty Bastard play and then next song play Michael Jackson. Like, I don't want to have to be stuck in a box of hearing one artist. Again, maybe I'm looking at this wrong, but if I'm right, then this is really messed up. And I'm not a DJ, but for those that are DJing, I mean, it feels like this is how it feels to me. That simply someone is trying to control something that has not been in control all this time, except it's been used. And the artists themselves, who's gonna, I mean, if you're nobody, you should be happy the DJ is playing your music. If you are already established, and how can Beyonce or Jay-Z or whomever getting money be mad that someone is playing your record and you ain't getting paid for it, like, directly because they playing it? Like, come on, I don't understand that either. That doesn't make any sense. Again, it goes back to my thinking is, by the DJ or by someone playing your music, whether it's somebody in their house playing, that's exposure to that artist. Because then if I'm like, who is that? What's that? Then I'm going to go what? I'm going to go look and find out what that is. So, you know, again, this whole trying to control things, and if what I'm saying is true, and if, because what's next then is going to be the nightclubs. Like, they're going to come in and try to stop that. I mean, it's been going on for all this time, but will it continue? Because if they're going to stop the streaming, what's to say that they ain't going to make a nightclub say, well, you can't play just anybody's music no more? And then that'll be like on some rogue, there's going to be DJs out here on some real, back when was it prohibition or whatever, you're supposed to be doing it and you're doing it anyway type thing. Whatever, so it could be that type of environment. But this is all bullshit. Like, what? Maybe, and I hope I'm wrong, and this ain't the what's coming or what has been in the works. Hopefully, I'm just all the way wrong. I'm just John you way off. I'm hoping I'm way off. But again, if I'm right, this is just fucked up. This garbage. And, really shouldn't be the case. But what it will force is, it will force humans. It will force people to figure out to crack the code again. That's all. But hopefully this can't stand up. I don't know, again, with the legalities. And for what my understanding is, Facebook is just they're stopping it because they just like, look, I don't want to deal with the lawsuit. That's their position. Like I don't want cats coming at me saying, look, we because everybody is just rampant. Like, hold on. And so you coming at me? Wait a minute. Okay, well, hold on. So they put the pressure on Facebook. Look, man, hey man, Facebook was cool with it. So my thing is, so is IG too, because Facebook owns IG. So I don't know if I would imagine IG will follow protocol as well. And if this becomes a trend to where it's like a sweep of all platforms to where there is some type of policing or control of how you can distribute content in that manner, it's like killing a whole culture. That's a way of life. That is like, to have a mix, and it's gonna become like to have like a DJ to come in and play like you. It's gonna be like only you have to either know the guy to come in and play for you, like personally in your own house, and you can't post it nowhere, and so whoever here can enjoy it. And I don't know. Again, hopefully I'm wrong. But enough about that topic. Again, yeah. So next up, I wanted to bring back was the polybrew. Something I missed out on last week was, I talked about the whole, raising back. Like I feel like that was a perfect, very specific and purpose. And we're back. Recording stopped on me because I didn't have enough storage. Storage problem solved, and we're back. I left off on the polybrew. So polybrew, I was saying that lift up version, they didn't go there, was purposeful. They went that way. So fake work, I believe it was that said maybe it wasn't fake work. Said he wanted the groove brew, which I'm announcing too. I just unofficially got a word that unofficially, I'm here to let y'all know that Arturia is seriously considering possibly putting in some thought into the RD of the groove brew. Okay, so back to the poly brew. Yeah, so I forgot who it was exactly, but somebody said, I want a desktop version. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Will they make a desktop version? I mean, they never made a desktop Matrix brute version, so one would probably. So now that I say that, then you go, there's a good chance they probably won't then, because they didn't do it for that. But, yeah, I mean, that would be slick. I mean, it would be nice if they, I don't know. Yeah, now that I think about it, there was no Matrix desktop, so I'm starting to feel like there probably won't be a poly desktop. Although the idea was when he first said it, he or she said it, I was like, yes, I like that idea. I actually think that would be dope. I personally, I just want the tilt. I saw somebody playing with both of them. They had the original tilted up, and then the other one just laying flat. It's just, I don't know, man. It's a lot of information laid out. It'd be nice to have it up like this so I could just look at it, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to, but it would be great if they did. So shouts out to Arturia, the poly brew. From what I've been hearing, nothing short of amazing. Next up, and to close this topic off for today, I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, good people. There's a theme that seems to be trending. Have you seen it? Okay, so Electron has the new Analog Mark IV II. Analog 4 Mark II, and then the the Rhythm. New. Not new really, because that kind of caught me off guard. They came with the hustle of the color scheme, and they're going darker, as they're saying. I'm going to say blacker, but it's a darker color. No, however you want to say it. So it's the same system. They look good. I can't wait to get my hand on one that I don't have. But yeah, I think that's pretty dope. They look awesome. And other than that, new presets. So they got some new music on there, basically, new performances and basically new presets. And then also, Moog has done the same thing. They also have a all new, all black grandmother and matriarch, if you didn't know. So when I'm like, man, this seems to be a trend here. What is this? Like, is this BLM? Is this the manifestation of Black Lives Matter and kind of like the solidarity and the whole that, taking form in shape of marketing? Huh. I wonder. But it's curious. If not, I mean, sure is heck of a timing. But yeah, so some darker versions are coming out. I'm personally not really digging the Moogs, the all blacks. I actually kind of like the colors. Like that's what made it. I don't know. It had this wonky, with the black is on there, but to have all that color scheme, I thought was great marketing. It's an eye catcher. It draws you in. The black being just black and silver like that makes it feel more industrial and takes away the coming. Not to say that it's still. I mean, it's moved, so it's still. As soon as you touch it and hear it, you're gonna be immersed in. But from a visual standpoint, I looked at them. I was like, no, I think I'll stay with the color. I think. I don't like the all black. And the darker Electron boxes, amazing. They look awesome. They could have went even darker. They went like, it's almost like it's dark. I guess it's technically gray, like a real dark gray, but it's not like midnight black. It's like got that hue where it could be like it could be blue if it was in the light. Is that blue? Oh, okay. Oh, it's all dark. It's a dark gray, I guess. A dark gray that almost look black, but not black. So yeah, but those look, when you look at them, it's like, with that light contrast, you see them little lights and whatnot. Oh yeah, that thing looks amazing. So yeah, that's all I got for you today, people. Just a little something, John G on John G TV. Okay, so let me say this. Y'all watch Henny like I do. If you don't know about Henny the business, go to his channel. He really done, he started just a year ago, 2 years ago. And this is what consistency, not to mention he's a working professional producer. So that kind of helps, or, you just turn the camera on it. Because he was already, whether he turned the camera on or not, he was already doing what he's doing. So him turning the camera on and like, somebody must have said, hey, yo, man, you ever thought about, I'm sure, I guess maybe he's like, nah, a couple times. Maybe he was, I don't know his story per se, but I'm sure he probably didn't do it on first thought. Maybe he did, I don't know. But eventually he did it. But I'm saying my point is that by him, like, if he wasn't posting, he would be doing what he's doing. So I say that to say this. Go check him out, because I was watching one of his videos the other day talking about apps that he used on an iPad. And that was my initial draw to him, because he was initially introduced, when I first saw him, when he first came in, he came off as the mobile producer. So he was doing a lot of iPad production and showing you how he works, different apps. So over time, he's been showing you everything mobile, his cameras and whatnot, and all the setup. And one of the video I just recently saw was him talking about Procreate. Pretty nice app. Now, as soon as I heard him talk about it, I go check it out. I'm like, all right, so let me go check it out. Very similar to something that I was working on before, app that actually works pretty well on both Android and Apple, PixArt. And there's a program in that program called Colors. It's like a program in a program. And I would use that. And I was kind of, between those two programs, I was making all kind of, doing my thing. I was having some fun. I had some depth to it. Prior to that, years ago, I was doing Photoshop stuff on a computer, but when the mobile stuff came in, I started seeing how, you know, these apps are pretty powerful. How what I can do and the level of control and how I'm freaking in. I'm like, wait a minute, okay, I can do some artistic things, and I'm an artistic person. So I was able to express and have some fun and experiment, explore, and over time learn. Next thing you know, I done kind of like got a little skill set. So I go to Procreate. This app is very intuitive. Like it was a little easy to learn. Like if you know about Infinity Photo is like advanced. I was having a hard time in doing some of the things I was doing on a different app that was like more simplified for me anyways to understand and use. And Infinity Photo was like professional, like the serious guy, you know what I mean? Like the guy that really gets in there. And I don't know, man, but it's like I'm having a hard time just being able to dance in this app, man. Like it's so Procreate is not that. It's like get in there and without even watching the videos, I'm like, okay, I'm picking up a few things, and then when you watch the video, oh, okay, so much information than just watching a few little videos, little tricks and whatnot. So I've been freaking out and having fun with the Procreate. So if you don't know anything about Procreate, I wouldn't say it's the only app because it's not. There are plenty of apps out there that people use. And if you are using, I think LumaFusion is by far the #1 mobile solution for video editing. I think LumaFusion is just, it's the shit. It's $30 or whatever it is, one-time fee, not this Adobe prescription hustle. And it's a great app. Like you can do some dope stuff with it, like real production. So, go check out Procreate. I think you might like it, man. I think it's a slick app, and I'm having some fun with it. I just like my first week of playing with it so far, and I feel like I'm really gonna take it to some new levels and have some fun with this. So go check out Procreate. Again, this is John G TV. Oh my God. I'm sorry, man. I've been talking to y'all all this time with the mic way over there. Oh, this is going to sound so horrible when I go back and listen to it. Okay, this is a recap. I'm going to just try to recap everything I talked about today. I can't believe I just did this. Anyways, so we're going to recap. That's all we're going to do. Real quick, recap. Jesus Christ. John G. I started off by saying the DJs, the whole DJing thing, right? Okay, so are they trying to control the DJs? They're going to stop streaming as of October 1st. Unless this has changed, but this is what I'm hearing, that Facebook is going to shut it down. Will IG follow? I mean, Facebook does on IG, so I'm imagining it does. I don't know for certain how that works on a legal tip. If they somehow Instagram is saved by the bell for a few more months or whatever, until they get shut down. The whole DJing as a whole, like where are they going with this? Because I feel like they're trying to come after a complete culture and kill that culture and profession. Polybrute. Will there be a desktop version? Now that I think about it, I don't believe there will be, because there was never a desktop version of the Matrix Brute. So will the Polybrute have a desktop? Probably not. Although I just wish they would make one with the hinge to make it tilt up. But that's probably not going to happen either. New electrons. Blacker or darker, how they're marketing it. Darker, and it really is a dark gray. It's a darker rhythm and a darker analog for Mark II. I don't know why the sample was left out, but I'm imagining maybe it's just around the corner. It wouldn't make sense that he would be left out, but I'm guessing he's coming up. Oh, also, yeah, unofficially, I got the word that Arturia has put thoughts into possibly putting some R&D into the Groove Brew. Yeah. Okay. So then the Moogs, what they got going on is the black, all black, black on black, blacker than black, black, and silver, grandmother and the matriarch. Not really my dig. Yeah, not really my dig. I kind of like the color scheme. With that being said, though, Lisa Bell, I believe her name is, the lovely Lisa Bell, or Bella. Lisa Bella. She's right now. Go check out Moog Music. They have a video. She's playing what's called the Mothership 2. It's 4 Mother 32s, 4 DFAMs, 4 subharmonicons with a matriarch and a grandmother performance. Really, the performance to me was the very beginning. There was a slick sonics. The whole jam is not really my dig. There's some cool sonics, but for me, the last 3 minutes is nothing but glorious. Like when she decides to end the set, yeah, it's all worth it just to see that. Or if nothing else, skip to the last 7 minutes and just watch the last 3 minutes, man. Lovely. I love it. This is John G TV, and I do apologize people for not having the mic. I didn't even realize it. I had the thoughts in my head. I wanted to get them out, and when I go to cut it, whatever. John G TV. I ain't gotta explain myself to you. You know what this is. You know who I am. I'm John G.
Every week I tune in to gear. Thank you. I don't know what I would do about that. Every week I tune in to gear. Thank you.
Gear chat. You. I'm out of here, man. Go on.
What's up, John J?
Man, Pills, what the hell you want, man?
Man, come on, man, just go with me. I'm trying to go to church. They give away free drugs.
Man, go on with that. Go on, Pills. Go on.
All right, man.
Peace.
Your law.
Yeah, you see John G TV.